You tease Helima
I'm a
like
fan.
3 times in the first 8 minutes of the show. We're just going to bring her on because why not? CNBC contributor Helima Croft is here, RBC Capital Markets, Global Head of Commodity Strategy. Helima, great to see you.
Thank you for having me. And I remember when Venezuela was producing over 3 million barrels a day. I remember when it started to really decline. 2003, Venezuelan oil strike. Hugo Chavez fires 20,000 PDVSA employees, decides to turn PDVSA into an organ of the military, the piggy bank for the Bolivarian Revolution. It has been a multi-decade decline. It is run by the military, by criminal gangs, infrastructure totally deteriorated. And the question for U.S. energy companies is, how much do you want to front in terms of the capital for a turnaround story? The military looks like it's still in charge of Venezuela right now. So what is the path for the military actually going back into the barracks and getting out of the oil business?
So there's the aspect of investing money in new production, but how about the assets that were seized from U.S. oil companies in 2007?
This is such a great question. This is why I think Exxon, ConocoPhillips, ConocoPhillips has the largest non-sovereign debt. They had the $8 billion settlement. The question is, what are the terms for them to go back? When you talk to the companies, I don't hear a lot of enthusiasm of jumping into this right away. Real questions like, who is really running Venezuela? Who is going to provide the security guarantees? Certainly, they want to work with this White House. Everybody wants a turnaround story for Venezuela. But the question is it the role of the oil companies to play essentially the quasi-government developmental role? Who's going to build capacity?
Yeah. In terms that we were talking about sort of the chess pieces moving around the globe. So when you take the bigger macro picture, how do you factor in Russia as well as China?
Well, this is the best question because PDVSA, the national oil company, half the floors in their tower were occupied by Rosneft, the Russian oil company. What happens to Rosneft? What happens to Chinese interests? The Chinese are owed a lot of debt by the Venezuelans themselves. Who is going to make the deals with these companies? You have Europeans operating there as well. So when we talk about the U.S. reentry, what happens to the existing players?
Do you think that the U.S. would use this as sort of a leverage against the Chinese or Russia? Like, how do you see that factor in?
I mean, that's an interesting question. Is there some type of trade in terms of the Russians? I mean, there was this story or theory floated by Fiona Hill, former National Security Council, representative for Russia, saying, like, look, the Russians have offered to trade Venezuela for us, basically hands off in terms of Ukraine. So very interesting Guy's whole point about spheres of influence, because the National Security Council strategy for the United States is now, this is our sphere of influence, the Western Hemisphere. No more outposts of Chinese and Russian influence. What do the Chinese say then when it comes to Taiwan? We know the Russian view on Ukraine. What does it mean for the other Baltic states?
Getting into dangerous territory, but I'll try. I mean, there seems to be a thought that somehow this can potentially be the United States oil reserves, which I don't think is factually true. But I think there's a notion that that could take place. Thoughts?
I think this is very difficult oil. I mean, again, they have large reserves, but this is not shale. This is not the light switch that is short cycle U.S. production. I mean, the great American energy renaissance was driven by shale. The idea that Venezuela is somehow going to be the bulwark of our energy security, I find that challenging at this moment. Again, we hope it all works out well for Venezuela. That country has been through so much. Our track record, though, when it comes to regime change and nation building in oil-producing countries, our recent track record is not outstanding.